Hey guys, it's Fofo Tsukiomi, and for like the first time in months, I'm actually doing a chapter review after the English release. So let's get to it. Everyone is complaining that they're down a goal. Kunigami is put to center midfield, and yeah, Kaiser's the sole striker right now, with Isagi and Green being the wingers and Ness being the sole up front midfielder. Gargamel's promising that he will stop the next one. Kiora is getting a talk panel. Bro, they did his hairstyle so dirty for volume 28. What the hell? Why does this bro look like seaweed now? Anyway, we get Tokimitsu and Nanase stressing, and yes, I even confirmed this before the translations get out. Big brain me. Yeah, they're complaining about how they need to get the value for Rin up. Sorry, they need to get some more passes into Rin and make sure Rin scores, because if Shido scores all the goals, their value goes to hell, and they both might not even make the top 23, because Nanase damn sure isn't in it, and Tokimitsu's like barely in it. And then we get one of my favorite panels of all time, where Rin calls him a damn pink bug. Shido's like, well, looks like Rin is jealous of my explosion. Then Isagi's like, I agree, get the fuck out of my way. And then Kaiser's like, you're an eyesore. So everyone is shit talking Shido. It is so funny, bro. Everyone is hating on Shido. Then Kaiser is like, I'm gonna turn you into ash, and starts to play off by passing it to Ness. And then Shido talks about how he's so popular, and then the Kaiser trio is all getting their plays, and Isagi's using his big brain, talking about how he needs to clash and cross with Hiori to score a super goal, and he has to be like predicting everything that is happening on the field. And he starts to realize that his style is not realize, but thinks about how his playstyle is different from Shido. There's a panel where he goes white, but I'm not going to talk about that because it isn't really important. What is important to talk about in this chapter is the two types of egos, or like clashes, top performance types is what they're going to be calling it. The first one is the Shido type, or you can say the individual type. I'm just gonna say that, where basically you ignore the outside world and just focus about achieving your desires. And this perfectly explains Nagi's super goal, because the bro just let Rail do all the work and trusted it in his hands and basically let it happen. These people mainly thrive off of super goals, if you really think about it. If they have to carry a weak team alone, these types of people would mainly fail. But yeah, mainly when they're scoring goals, they just lead the rest of the work, and they just focus on achieving a self-desire. Meanwhile, people like Isagi's group observe and analyze the situation, and then manipulates the roles, triggers points to their advantage. So basically, the people who would be a type of individual type would be like, they just wants to get it done and over with. They maximize their talents and prioritize whatever they find the most important to themselves, and it isn't really like winning the World Cup. They just see it as like a small thing to them. They like video games, they like it. They don't have any interest in academics. It is very hard to explain it because I do not want to explain it and be wrong, but I'm showing the panel on the screen so you guys can read that. But mainly, like, if you're a holistic type who is all about the whole type of the game, and not just because you just see it as fun and you're like, man, whatever, soccer is soccer, like Nagi basically. It's like, I'm gonna try it, and then when I'm done, I'm done. People like Isagi, they're in it for the long run. These are the holistic types of egos, where they want to win the trophies, they want to win it all, they want to win the World Cup. Similar to Rayo, because Rayo's dream is to win the World Cup. Nagi is just a guy who's trying to support him, which divides them, because Nagi doesn't care for the World Cup, he just cares for Rayo's desires. Batshuayi just cares to play football with Isagi. He doesn't have like an ultimate goal, he just wants to keep playing football. Baro just wants to be better than everyone as the king, and Zantetsu is doing it because it's his passion, and everyone else in his family is smart and they're all like doctors and dentists type stuff. Meanwhile, Hiori, Karasu, and Reo, they all have like an ultimate goal. Karasu is a football fanatic, so it makes sense, my boy. Hiori, he has found a new passion, and his vibe is similar to Isagi in terms of link up, and they both share the same eyes. And then he even talks about how Kaiser is holistic, which makes sense because he's in it for the trophies and he's in it for the long run, which means Sei Itoshi would also be a holistic. And that begs the question, does Rin fall under holistic? I do not think so. I think Rin would fall under individualistic because although he seems to have figured it out in the chapter where Nagi confronts him, it feels like he has a self-individualistic goal. Yes, I finally said the word right. Let's go. Even though he seems to have it all figured it out, hell is gonna come for Rin, and I'm making a dark video about Rin soon, so keep out for that. But yeah. What is next to talk about? Isagi says he doesn't understand what Rin is, and he doesn't know which one is Kunigami, he doesn't know which one is Charles. If I'm predicting Kunigami, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be like holistic. No, I feel like his wild card is definitely individualistic, but his superhero format is holistic, if you get what I mean, because Wildcard has one purpose of being a copy man of Noah, has a blind ego. Meanwhile, the holistic side is like the superhero, and I feel like he wants to be like the best for people to worship. Charles, I feel like, is individualistic type too. I think that's why him and Shido work so good together, because they're both individualistic types. It would make sense as Isagi and Hiori had a super goal when they're both holistic types. Even the only goal that I can say that super goal that I can confirm that was from two different performance sides was Reo and Nagi, and that was a fluke goal because Nagi cannot perform that feat again. And then we see Zantetsu steal the ball from Ness, and then Hiori gets it, but he's like, yeah, I was waiting for you, bro. And then Charles is like, fuck that shit, I was waiting for you too. And then he gets extra touchy to say with Hiori, and then passes it, trying to get the ball all the way to Shido, but Kunigami gets in his way. Talked about it's been a while. And then Shido, you say, this bro really said, do I even know you? Bro was done. That battle killed me. And then Kunigami's like, I'm that worthless loser hero who got his life destroyed because of you. And then Raichi saying, nice Kunigami. And then Isagi keeps on talking about his top performance. I think they're both I think it's Kunigami and Hiori talking about how they have to surpass Charles and Shido. So the next chapter would definitely be about Hiori versus Charles and Kunigami versus Shido. But we do not know where the ball went to. It could have either gone to Kiora or it could have gone out for another chopper throw-in. Anyway, what else do I have to say about this chapter? There's no chapter next week. Thank God. I need a break from waking up at 5 a.m. to cover this for you guys. Yeah, I talked way too much about the individualistic and holistic ego top performance types. Let me know what video suggestions you guys want in the comment section. I gotta edit this real quick. I'm not even gonna put much panels in this. Run this. Peace out.